by. I think, yes.
Oh my!
He picked up Vidil, got the Elam 2. Fourth place now in shambles. Third place just has one teammate left over. Tayson is not going to go out without a big bang. He's looking for the big shots. Reason is going to be taken down on shields. Zone, 17 seconds. Still moving in. They're really desperate. They pushed up on these builds to move forward. But they're still not in zone. This is trouble.
Tayson, the two-time FNCS champion, a trio champion, and a solo champion, is going to make his way to hold on as much as possible. A lot of ground to move on through to make sure they could get closer to the top here. But we're seeing there still are two places here of Refsguard's trio and Queezy's trio are still in, and we saw Savage was able to get a couple eliminations. Reason and O'Reilly, who are sitting in fourth place, who've been moving up the board slowly but surely here, now have to continue the rest of it. And Tayson is out, locked in third place. But we already know there's going to be a lot of movement because there's a lot more game here in the final 12th game, Shio.
Savage still acting like a frilled neck lizard right now, really puffing out his chest and looking for big positions all the way inside the circle. Every team right now is doing their best to be intimidating and make sure no other team steps to them or gets in their box. Meanwhile, Queezy, Trulex, Jerky, the first place trio is not on that wavelength. They're more so operating like a jack in the box. Low ground, being very low key. They don't want to make any over edits. They're hiding from the rest of the lobby. Meanwhile, when that game actually goes through, we get towards the end game, you'll see them pop out a big scary trio who loves to go for height. They'll still be on their game. There they are, side by side, first and second place with a very different play style and with a full metal base, basically a submarine base. It looks like all the way on low ground. No one's going to be penetrating it whatsoever. No shots will really come through. They'll be fine all the way till end game.
Let me just make things simpler right now. I know all of us are trying to do math, but Queezy, if they could just outplay Andretta, then they're going to be able to have a great chance of winning it all. It's basically a victory royale for Andretta. That is the win condition for the FNCS championship.
This is a two trios race. You're absolutely right. Whoever survives longer wins this FNCS, as long as they get to one of those end game circles. So we're on our marks. We're getting set and ready. In 3 seconds, we'll have the zone and we'll be ready to go. Toos, Kiriachi, Stormy right, Noah Riley up top. You know, but Noah Riley, Reason and Vidil are on height. They're so good at just punishing every low ground team. This could be trouble for Savage and Queezy as well. None of them looking to take height really. They're looking to survive. Same place, same boxes, and they both don't really pull zone completely. It's a pseudo max rotate, and they might be right beside each other.
Savage, the in-game leader for this situations right here. His prowess, his clutch factor is all on the line. He has to lead Refsguard and Andretta. Savage joining this duo to form this new trio that's performing out of their minds right now. Only 13 above Storm Surge, so that's going to be dangerous for them.
They're following the old tarp of Trulex, Queezy, and Jerky. They're actually box to box, side by side, it feels like, and right behind their tails, they actually end up on different layers. That could have been so dangerous out ahead of them. Breaking into another person's box, so they might go toe-to-toe with Andalex on low ground. I'm focusing on the bottom right now for Savage. Queezy is way ahead of zone. They're looking really good right now. Savage, meanwhile, is walking by, burning trees, the forest set ablaze, and working through builds that aren't even his own. This is not normal. He likes having his own lair. They found ultimate low ground, though. They're free, green pastures, and they're moving forward. Meanwhile, Queezy is slightly elevated up top. It's a battle of who can survive. They put out some fire, but the rest of the builds catch. Savage's feet are hot. He goes all the way back, and it's time for a med kit. Meanwhile, Queezy going all the way a little bit for height, gets interrupted and dropped down below. Both teams trying to survive, both in so many different layers of pressure.
Queezy trying to go back to his playbook to go for height, but was denied by Flickanos and Thomas HT. All eyes are on the right side of the screen. Let's see what happens right here. Savage is in trouble. Savage is down to 7 HP without any shield here. This is going to be a moment right now for the tournament run is on their lives right now. Can Queezy, Jerky, and Trulex just hold on? But look at the push that's happening on the bottom right. Savage, the trio, picks up elimination, and they have so much space control right now. They're pushing through the builds. They're getting the elims right now. But can Queezy, Trulex, and Jerky just hold on? That's all they have to do.
Squeezy, Trulex, Jerky moving slower and lower in boxes. Find a big edit onto the Symptos. They get a huge knock. This will be dangerous to try to finish, though. Every edit they look for could be on the front of a pump shotgun going straight to the face. Squeezy backs up. The full trio still alive, still healthy, and have a reasonable amount of materials. Savage, though, caught the med kit. He's looking good all the way on the bottom right side of your screen. Anas, Thomas, Flick are still doing their thing on high ground. They're not over and ready to give things up completely, this FNCS. And Dredda has gone down on the bottom right side of the feed. Second place might be getting left behind in the dust and fire as Squeezy, Trulex, and Jerky are looking to control low.
They're right on the same layer at the low ground, just a small layer separating. Savage and Revscar as a duo have to work together against Jerky and Trulex. A knock goes through on Queasy, getting Clement. That's going to be a more points on the board right here. It's unbelievable. First and second here on the low ground, and Savage takes out Trulex. This may be the opening that they need to be able to catch up right now. Queasy and Jerky are still on their feet, and Queasy's in trouble. Queasy's going to be taken out, and now Savage and Revscar with 6 eliminations and the victory Royale in their sights could win it all right here, right now.
I don't see Trulex fully out just yet, so that first team might still be in the way. Jerky going down towards the storm. It looks like I don't see Savage alive either. It could be a matter of just moments and mere points right there, but it seems as though Queasy, Trulex, and Jerky have done enough to wrap up the FNCS. It might be a matter of moments, but they should be your champions. Meanwhile, Thomas, Anas, and Flick, they'll roll into the end game. You can never count them out when you talk about EU. Slated to win everything. They'll be on defense with Hottie, but Anas goes down, almost close to Thomas HD. Both teammates down. Now it's up to Thomas to clutch things out in the final game. 2 final teams left, but it's looking like almost, yes, a 1v3. The impossible task is in front of Thomas HD. This is going to require everything he's done so far, all the experience. 130 drop down, block the shot, another flick on the right, but it's not going to be enough. Thomas gets taken down. Andon and Joku are the ones to win the final game. But that 2-legged race, the 2-man 3v3 that happened in the end game, Sancho, looks like Trulex came out on top.
Wow, what a great finish for our 12th game. Congratulations to Andon for getting that victory out with that trio there. You can definitely build on that performance. But hey, the soda's gonna be popping right here, right now for Queasy, Trulex, and Jerky. Congratulations, you are this season's FNCS champion.
Absolutely. What a phenomenal run on both days. The first day looking like they should have won the way they were playing. They couldn't confirm anything. They had their card in the register, just couldn't pay the cash. This time, though, they're getting paid in hundreds and thousands of dollars, winning out the day. 3 VRs, the second game surviving all the way through. 333 points. I guess lucky number 3 is the way for this trio season for this squad, Sancho.
That was really cool. This is a newly formed trio. You know, they kind of had middle of the pack performances in previous seasons, and for them to put it all together when it matters the most in day 2, making those adjustments. You said it right there. $300,000 being awarded, $100,000 life-changing money and respect from the FNCS community.
Absolutely. That's it, though, from Shio Wager and Sancho West on the casting desk. 2 days of games, Sancho, the craziest zones we've seen in the EU. I wouldn't want to
all of the threes are right. I was actually trying to run it. There was 5 threes. They have 53 eliminations. They're a trio, which is 3. There's 3 open qualifier rounds. There's 3 reboot rounds. There's 3 active champions. Wait a minute, it's all lining up. Queasy, Trulex, Jerky, they won. They won it all. And all I could think about the whole time was, what if Savage clutches it up? What if Sancho West's prediction came true? But it didn't matter. Because Queasy, Trulex, Jerky, they said, no, Zeke, I'm sorry. I love you and Sancho West so much. but we would like the Axe of Champions this season, and they walk away with it. Oh my gosh, boys, what an incredible day.
There has been absolutely no doubt in my mind that this team has been one of the best, and the best, sorry, on the day. Anytime you watch an endgame, Queasy, Jurki, Trulex have been there. You see them on height, you see them not on height, nearing height, whatever their strategy has been, these guys have always been in the play. When we're looking at the matches, I am in no way surprised to see these guys up in first. 3 victory royales total, and like, this is just about time for Queasy's team.
Yeah, I'm so incredibly proud of them. You know, you look at the journey all 3 of these players has been on. Queasy and Trulex as a duo, you know, they've lasted the test of time in EU. We've known them to be a top team within the region consistently season after season, but they just couldn't push it over the line. They couldn't join that list of the elite within the region, and they finally have done that today. Jurki as well, the pride of Croatia, has come through, and he's really been the spark for this trio. He's been the Kickstarter that's helped them push them over the line, and the FNCS Championship to round things up. Look at how consistent they've been over the course of the season. Across all qualifiers they've played, across the semi-finals and these finals, an average placement of 7.5. No one even comes close to that in EU. These guys have just been so consistent to a different level.
Just remember, just like, I want to harp on about that a little bit, because qualifiers, semi-finals, and now on the finals, their average placement was 7.5. That is incredibly consistent. That is the most consistent team today in the finals for the placement, but incredible how that manages to span across so many different tournaments, so many different stages of all of these different kind of moments. Incredible consistency from these guys, and these guys have been absolutely on fire. Note at the bottom, lowest points game, 10. Their lowest point game, I said this earlier, was 10. But that wasn't only just today in the finals. The lowest point they got was 10, but that was including through the semi-finals and to the qualifiers as well. So just absolutely nuts. These guys are clutching every single game that they managed to.
And it's so, you know, you love to see the stories that you get out of it. And Fortnite is a game we all enjoy to play. It provides for such levels of hype and entertainment. But, you know, when you see Jurki talking about, you know, family matters and wanting to win everything to provide for his family, to help get his family out of hard times, it touches the heart, really. And I'm so happy for these guys. I'm so proud of them, because this is a great achievement that will never be forgotten.
Look, we're happy, we're proud, but I guarantee he's proud, his teammates are proud, his family is proud, and that can go on for every single one of the members of these teams. This is a huge, huge accomplishment. The champions of the region, also obviously the money to their name, which is fantastic, and of course the Axe of Champions. It probably could not have gone to a more deserving team in this season from Queasy, Trulex, and Jurki.
Once again, congratulations to the new Trios champions in Europe. Well fought, an entire season, and now you can hold your heads high. With the Axe of Champions in hand, they will look to defend that title going into the next FNCS. We got to relive the BRs from the day, boys. There's standings we got to look at. There's all these things we got to talk through rather, because it has been a nail biter, heart-stopping action, heart-pounding action. I can't even I'm trying to process this in the moment, but I can't, Reese 11. I just can't. But we got to take a look here at this next little bit. My goodness.
You got to remember,
wow.
it was a battle, right? All the way down to the end. Obviously, we see Queasy, Trulex, and Jurki. Number one, 333 points, $300,000 earned for the team split each way. 100,000 each. I'm certainly not complaining if I were them. Let's put it that way. But going into the final game, it was all between Resguard and Dread and Savage. They had the ability to clutch up. You know, it looked like it could have been their time as well, but a second, so just falling a little bit short. But again, you can't be upset with a second place finish. This is an incredible, and they played out of their minds throughout the last 2 days. They were in first for pretty much the majority up until the last 2 games. So really, Queasy, Trulex, and Jurki just took away with it.
Yeah, and that third team, the third team that will auto qualify for next season's FNCS finals is Tayson, Forzia, and Nate. And look, of course, all the attention right now is going to be going to the winner, but it's very important to note that this is Forziar and Nate's first FNCS finals in over 2 seasons. The past 2 seasons of trios, they've missed the finals. And look what we've been missing out on. We've been missing out on 2 of the best players in the game, 2 players who in particular will get results like this. Top 3 in FNCS, not too shabby if you ask me. And Tayson, renowned as the best player in the world, the first player in EU to win a back-to-back FNCS. Paired with these guys, I cannot wait to see what they do next season. A phenomenal result. If you take a look at the rest of the standings though as well, a lot of these players will want to say, oh, we wish we could have done better. But at the end of the day, a great result for a lot of these guys. They should all be proud of themselves. And Reese, we keep going on about it, but financially, getting a piece of the cheddar ain't too bad.
Yeah, that's a nice bit of Wonga for placing in between the 11th and 20th. And, you know, I say this, I think, multiple times during the broadcast.